Hi, welcome to Conservative Apologetics. Well, our fearless leader, Barack Obama, and his White House Budget Office has redone the figures on the budget deficit. And of course, they got it wrong from back in March, from back in May, from back in April, where they said, oh, we're only going to have a $7.1 trillion budget deficit for the years 2010 through 2019, as if that's not bad enough. Now they've had to revise it upward to $9 trillion. So we have a $9 trillion projected budget deficit between 2010 and 2019. We have an $11.7 trillion national debt that's secured. Unsecured U.S. federal debt is right at about $54 trillion. And we have about $600 trillion in possible toxic assets floating around out there yet in our economy. Okay, America, when are we going to realize we are going to be going bankrupt? We are spending ourselves into oblivion. Guys, we have got to stop the insanity. You have got to write your congressman. We have got to get our federal budget under control. We have got to quit spending like crazy. Billions and billions of dollars this year in Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, the cost of the war. All these various things are driving our country into bankruptcy. We have got to get spending under control. There's just no two ways about it. The new forecasts, they said, are based on new data that reflects how severe the economic downturn was, and they just didn't know about it. The White House Budget Office says in the story, lowered, though, its forecast for the deficit for the fiscal year 2009, which ends September 30th, it's now only going to be $1.58 trillion. Now, fiscal year 2008, Bush only had a deficit of something like $458 billion. So that's over triple the debt that Bush had. Now, we can't completely blame good old Barack, because, President Bush did pass that $700 billion economic stimulus package, maybe about half of which has been spent. But what did Barack Obama do? He added money onto the budget. He passed that $767 billion stimulus package, which most of it hasn't even been tapped yet. And that just added on to the national debt. So do we really want to pass things like cap and trade, healthcare reform, all these things, when we've got a national debt that is so far out of control, when we've got budget deficits that are so far out of control that we'll never get them paid off? America, it's time to stop and think. Guys, the time to pay the fiddler is quickly approaching in our country, and we have got to stop. We've got to turn back to the days of greatness. We've got to quit this insane spending. And the only way we're going to do it is to get the folks out of office that are currently there. And hold the Republicans accountable that voted for that doggone stimulus package back in the end of 2008. It's time to bring fiscal sanity back to Washington, D.C. Thanks for watching Conservative Apologetics.